I know you as somebody who should be a part of my brand. You're the ElkShape guy. You're super well-rounded fit, phenomenal photographer, videographer, probably self-taught, but have natural talent, and then also just a killer.
Make me blush, man.
Well, that's what I think of, man. Like just a dude who's like, I got a lot in common with, but where are you driving? Like, yeah, give us your background.
So my name's Stephen Lauder, photographer, videographer, hunter, everything outside really. I'm coming back from Canada right now. I was up in the Yukon and British Columbia filming and photographing for BC Backcountry and Beyond and Cedar Lake Outfitters. So we're hunting moose, bear, caribou, goat. I feel like I'm missing things already. There's more stuff up there. There's sheep and moose, goat, caribou.
How far north?
Above the 60th parallel. It's right on the Yukon BC border.
Got it.
So they've got two outfits. One's just south of the border, one's just north of the border, and they're horseback hunting, jet boat, out of float planes, backpack hunts. I mean, it's a huge, awesome operation. Dustin Rowe and Colby Coughlin are running that up there.
It's Dustin Rowe?
Yeah.
Dude, he's a very good bow hunter.
Oh, he's a stud.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's kind of I didn't know who he was, honestly, before like I started working up there.
I don't know a lot of outfitters. I don't, and that's not my world, but I know who Dustin Rowe is.
Yeah, he's kind of like a little legend. So
yeah.
Little
yeah. Yeah, he's short, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he's a great dude, man. He was awesome to work for, him and Colby and the whole dude. I had a blast. It was 2 months of just running my camera and got to kill a moose at the end. And
you did.
Yeah.
That's what I just saw when I pulled up.
That's my bull. So
that's what you've been kind of working towards unknowingly your whole life to do this kind of career.
Yeah, for sure. For the last few years is definitely what I wanted to do.
Okay.
I finally pulled the trigger and quit my job this year and went full-time cameraman. So
bring that mic a little closer. So let me ask you this. How much fear is involved when you're like going to bet on yourself and quit because you worked for,
I know. Yeah.
Tell people I know is like,
it's a government. It's a government DOE, nuclear facility over in the middle of Idaho. And there's kind of if you live anywhere in the States, there's those little nuclear laboratories or just laboratories all over the States. And I was a security guard out there for almost 9 years.
That's insane.
So it's a great job. 4 days on, 4 days off, like plenty of time to hunt, good wage. So
retirement, good wage, bennies.
Oh yeah.
Like you're not going to, just so reliable, so safe.
Oh, paycheck every week, man.
So safe. And then you were like, oh, I want to go like how many, 9 years? That's a 9-year career.
Yeah.
And then, talk about that decision to really go bet on yourself, which I really respect.
Yeah, it's following footsteps like yours, man. It was tough. I mean, it's luckily for me, it wasn't my path where like, so I did camera stuff for the side gig for like probably last 4 or 5 years where like professionally I'm actually getting paid for it. So it's kind of a slow grow, which I really like. That was probably the most beneficial. It's not like I picked up a camera and the next day I jumped. So I kind of had that job. Like I said, it's 4 days on, 4 days off. So I had plenty of time to work outside of my own work and kind of slowly grow this business.
Yes.
And so I got to the other side of it where I finally was making a fair amount of money where I was like, okay, I became debt free, which I thought was pretty huge. Like other than my house, pretty much debt free. So as soon as I realized like I've got a pretty good wage that I can pay my mortgage and I'm not going to lose my house. If I've got to eat top ramen for a little while and, make it work, that's fine. But my bills were covered and I'm single, no kids. So, I kind of have that going for me as well.
Yeah.
So I kind of do whatever the hell I want. And,
there's something to be said about being single, no children.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother tax bracket.
Yeah. Yeah. So, there's but even still, I'd never go back. Like I've only been doing this for a few months.
But it just feels right.
Dude, my life is so awesome. Like I can't even describe.
Praise the Lord, man. Life is short to be like a miserable human being punching a clock, not doing like you're just trading your time for a paycheck.
Yeah.
I understand it. We've all done it. But like now I feel like you're trading your time, but you're enjoying most of the time. Maybe not editing photos at 1 a.m.
I love it, man. I'm not even gonna lie.
That's cool.
Dude, I get addicted to it. There's a reason you're up at 1 a.m. It's not because you hate it, like you're just in it.
That's how I felt with editing, not podcasts, not editing shorts, but like, back in the day, like editing a hunt or something.
Oh, yeah.
Like, dude, I don't need to sleep. I was so into it. Your eyes are all glazed over staring at a screen for 12 hours straight, no break. And then that's when I realized I like this.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. You just go a little bit more like, oh, I'm just going to finish this section. And then you look up, it's 3 hours later. And yeah. And you're
I
like,
know this.
"Oh,
Yeah.
dude.
Well, let's get into your background a little bit as far as like fitness, because I did hype you up in the beginning because like you're really well-rounded athlete. Like I know you did your first 100-mile run this summer.
Yes, sir.
But you also made sure that you're able to, I'm going to try to, I hope I don't butcher these numbers. I think bench and squat 300 or something like on the other end of the fitness spectrum.
Yeah.
Like I want to still be able to do this, but do this. And this 100-miler was new territory for you.
Yeah.
That's like a hybrid athlete. That's like I hate that word, but you know what I mean? Like that's a well-rounded athlete.
That was kind of the goal. So the goal was, I did a 50-miler 4 or 5 years ago or something like that. And I had a similar goal of being able to back squat, double my body weight, and then go run 50 miles.
Mm-hmm.
And so I kind of literally doubled down this time. I wanted to run a 100-miler and then stay in the 1,000-pound club. But the numbers I wanted to hit was like a 350-pound back squat, it was a 400-pound deadlift, but I hit 450, and then a 300-pound bench, which was the scariest because I never hit that number before.
Damn.
So I ended up hitting all 3 of those. And so I think that total, if I remember, was 1,100 pounds, and then go run 100 miles. So, yeah, I don't want to be, no offense to the ultra runners out there, but I don't want to look like an ultra runner to go run an ultra. I wanted to, we're hunters. We use our legs. We hike like hell, but you also need to pick up a 100-pound pack and pack out an elk leg.
Well, I think of ultra runners now, and I think of like Cameron Haynes doesn't he doesn't look like an ultra runner. He looks pretty good head to toe.
Yeah.
And I mean that in a gay way. His son Truitt looks like he's the beast. Goggins, he's out on the scene this year running these ultras, 200s.
Oh, yeah.
And these guys aren't fragile. Like
I still think those guys are kind of the outliers though.
They are.
Because they're Goggins is a SEAL, but the other guys are hunters, so they have the same goals we do.
Yeah.
Most guys I know that are out running 100 miles, all they're doing is running.
They look hungry.
Yeah, they look hungry. So, and that's what I didn't want to do. I didn't want to just run because I knew, dude, ultras are mental. Like I really don't care who you are. And I've had these arguments with people. Anybody can run 100 miles. I don't care what shape you're in. It was mind blowing to like see who I was running with. All shapes and sizes, man.
That's cool.
Like overweight, old, young, everybody. And a lot of them finished. I mean,
That's cool.
It was probably like I'd say 15% dropped out or something like that of the 100-miler.
Incredible.
And dude, it's all shapes and sizes, like little chubby women and big fat dudes, and they were all making it. And it like kind of made me sick. Like it's mental.
Which one did you sign up for?
It was the Copper Kings 100. It was new. Last year was the first year.
Where's it at?
It's in Montana.
Oh, so it's
Butte.
Oh,
yeah.
So it's in the mountains.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It was 15,000 feet of elevation gain over the entire thing.
That's
So
nasty.
if you've been to Butte, like you basically run around the town. Like they have that, the old lady on the hill. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
Yeah. You run up to that mountain and back down the other side. And it was rough. I mean, it was hard. Don't get me wrong. It took me 34 hours.
Did you do it solo or did you have a support team?
I did it solo until the last, when did they join me? I think the last 18 miles. I had a team with me. Like they went to each check station, but the last 18 miles they were with me.
Thank you.
So yeah, thank you. He was right.
When did you become crippled?
75, 80.
Oh, in the race?
Yeah.
I was thinking like afterwards, like what day did you realize that you need a wheelchair?
Oh, as soon as I finished. That was the other crazy thing. When I say it's all mental, like I finished it, I was feeling good. And I remember thinking, I was like, this is 150 miles I'd finish. Like I can keep going.
Yep.
I sat down at the end of the race and dude, my whole body started to like melt and I was like shutting down. Like as soon as my brain went, okay, you're done. Like my body went, okay, I'm done. It's like,
that's incredible information.
I couldn't, like I sat down, there was a lady there, kind of checked out your feet, looked and doctored up whatever was wrong. And then I went to get up to go walk to the car. And my brother had to like help me get to the car. Yeah.
But at mile 75, you started to...
I couldn't run anymore.
You had to walk?
Uh-huh.
Did you have trekkers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank God.
And that actually gave me a little bit of carpal tunnel, which was a new one. So just sitting there like, bent wrist the entire time.
Yeah.
Like the tips of my fingers went numb for...
Dude, welcome to getting older. Like you get really cool surprises about shit.
Yeah.
Like I have this awesome Achilles tightness, and I don't play on purpose basketball, pickleball. I don't do any explosive sports. I stay very much in that gym, very linear, very controlled. Because if I get hurt, it's my fault. Like that's the beautiful thing about like ElkShape training, functional fitness, CrossFit is if you get hurt, it's probably your fault for doing something that had way too much risk, not enough benefit, or your ego, the load.
Yeah.
You know, so whereas like ball sports or something, you can't control someone running into you or whatever. Or like last year going to the trampoline park with my kids, that's on me. You know what I mean? Like, but my point is getting older, you get to find new things that you didn't know, and also things that you heard 10, 15 years ago, still like, you're like, oh, I guess I get to deal with that the rest of my life. How old are you?
35.
Years young. Okay, so when did you think you're in your prime? Because I had this conversation yesterday with my buddy Ben, because yesterday was his birthday. He turned 37. So I'm going to ask you the same question. Like, are you in your prime right now, or are you just a few years removed?
Ooh, man. I think I'm a few years past like my peak physical prime, but in the same breath, I don't train like I did a few years ago either. Like, I guess because it depends on what you're looking at. Like I switched more to like a longevity thing a few years ago. Like a couple of years ago, I was lifting heavy. Like, you know, I wanted deadlift heavy, back squat heavy, bench heavy, and then also have all the cardio and everything else.
You wanted it all.
I wanted it all, and I was getting hurt.
Yeah.
You know, and then so I backed off the weight and went more towards cardio and like hunting. And so I'm just kind of in a different shape than I was a few years ago. But like, if you just said like CrossFit shape, you know, probably 4 or 5 years ago, I was like peaking out. But I was also training with a guy that was 35, and he was just as fit as I was, and he was going hard that direction. So,
Ben said something similar. He was like probably 3 to 4 years ago, so I would put him around 32.
Yeah.
But he was just training CrossFit to compete at CrossFit.
Yeah.
And I was in the same, it's 30 to 32. I was competing. I was at my peak. I trained 3 to 4 hours a day.
Yeah.
It was like, I couldn't even want to stomach what I used to do.
Oh yeah.
And it's depressing for me
it's hard
to look at the numbers that I used to be able to do. And I'd be like, I'll just grab 135 and put on a bar for some movements. Like yesterday I was doing a snatch complex with 135, and I was like, I used to warm up with this.
Yeah.
And now this feels pretty good.
Yeah. Like, I barely even snatch anymore. You know,
I
just kind of let that stuff go. And I think it's a risk thing of, you know, like if I got hurt most of the time, it was doing snatches.
The only reason I do snatch and it's light is for bar path, and then I do a lot of complexes with a ton of overhead squats in it, because I just want to have that mobility forever. Yeah, I don't ever want to be able to not overhead something. I don't want to be the guy with the dowel in the corner trying to overhead squat. So I just want that shoulder mobility.
You're 100% right, man. Because I definitely I've always hated overhead squats even back in the day.
Oh,
but
me too.
I have the flexibility for them. I just hate them.
Yeah.
But now recently, the last few times trying them, I realize I'm losing that mobility because I'm not doing them enough. And I was like, damn it, I need to do these things more.
Yeah.
So
I try to program like for ElkShape training, like almost like at the very end burnout sets of like, okay, 95 or just the bar overhead squats, 100. Like every time you put the bar down, you got to do like a punishment calorie on the bike. That's a ton of time overhead, you know, and it's not the weight, it's just the mobility, which is good. But you're 35, you're in incredible shape. So you deadlifted 450 at a body weight of what?
175, 170.
Impressive, bro. And then back squat 350, that's great. But to me, this is a guy who never benches, which is the opposite of all I did in high school was bench. 300.
That was a big number for me. I've been chasing it for a long time.
How'd that feel?
Yeah, I was amped.
How did you do it? Like, how did you periodize to peak at 300?
You're asking the wrong guy.
Okay.
I just lifted.
Okay, fair enough.
I just lifted and kind of generally got heavier, and I don't know, man. I can't say there was no real programming for me.
Okay.
And I can say that's pretty much how I trained most of my life. Like
Respect.
I work out at Maltese CrossFit. I walk in, I look at the board, and then if I feel like there's something else I want to do, I do it.
I love it.
Like I like to call myself like an OG CrossFitter. I think you'll understand this. Like back in the day where it's like play all the sports.
Yep.
Swim, run, bike, hike, gymnastics, Olympic lift, like do everything. And so that's kind of where I am on everything else. And so I do the CrossFit, and then I just kind of fill in the gaps where I feel like my body needs. And so with the benching, I was just kind of doing, those low reps, like 3 to 5, and then just slowly building it. And
I love it.
I could just, I don't know, feel like, I'm sure you understand that you get after you work out long enough, you just kind of feel it. And you start one day, you start warming up. And I remember one day I was like, I think I have it today. And I was like, I feel good today. And I hit it. And I remember I hit it good enough where I was like, I think I got 305. And then I was like, no, I'll just end on a high.
Don't get greedy.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, that was cool, man.
So when did you head to BC?
August 19th was my first hunt up there. And that one was in the Yukon.
What did you weigh before you left?
175-ish, 178, something like that.
What do you weigh right now?
No idea.
I know you don't weigh that.
I'm little. Yeah. I'm little.
You remind me of me about 2 weeks ago when I got home. My wife is like, I thought she thought I'd look sexy because like I shred up so good after elk hunting.
Yeah.
And she's like, you're gross. Eat food. Here's ice cream. Like get some, like, she's like, you look so good before elk season and now you just look like old and skinny.
Oh, I know.
Like,
I
damn.
put on these shirts. I was like, I'm pretty sure these shirts were a little tighter before I left, man. I haven't weighed myself yet. I'm kind of afraid to.
What's your mileage look like in the BC Yukon goat sheep country?
Depends on the hunt, man. I mean, they were all different. So the very first time I was on a mountain goat backpack hunt. Unfortunately, we didn't kill one, but it was an epic trip. I mean, great hunter, great guide. We rode in horses 2-3 days to get to the spot, and then we backpacked.
2-3 days one way?
Uh-huh. Yeah, so it was kind of, the first day we were late, the weather stopped us from getting in, so we only got to go halfway on day one. We went the rest of the way on day two, kind of packed our stuff up, and then day three, we rode to the base of the mountain and then hiked up that day and then camped on a freaking peak that was, I mean, like the tallest peak. It was the only flat spot up there, and we put 3 tents on top. It's so sick.
Wow.
And, but yeah, then as like the crow flies, we only moved 17 miles in 7 days.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But that country is nuts.
You're looking over a lot of nooks and crannies.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then
what'd you pack for camera gear and how many extra batteries and all that kind of stuff, logistics wise?
I pack a lot of camera gear because when I'm hunting, when I'm doing these, when I'm like working for somebody else, I pack a ton of camera gear. So I've had 2 bodies. I had a Sony A1 II and the Sony A7 IV for the backup. That's a good thing because I tossed my A1 II down the mountain.
You did?
I did.
Like rest in peace?
I went and got it, but it was gone.
Okay.
It went like 400 feet down a scree field. It was bad.
That really sucks to hear, man.
Did
you just get that camera?
I had it for like 4 months. Oh. I got it replaced now, so I got a new one. But yeah.
Sorry, man.
That one sucked. But anyways, yeah, I took a nasty fall, freaking bruised from my shoulder to my elbow, and it's nasty country up there. It's no joke. I feel pretty confident as like a hiker, and I slept hard.
Wow.
Yeah. But
so 2 bodies, 2 lenses.
Yeah. No. 16, 35, and 300 on that hunt.
3 lenses, all prime.
Yeah. Typically I'll take a 16, 35, 7200, and the 300. Yeah.
And then
I like
tripod.
Tripod. Yeah. And
Did you bring a drone?
No, not on those hunts.
Action cameras?
Yeah, I take a GoPro, but I try not to use it. That's like an emergency thing.
Do you have to have a laptop to dump footage or anything?
Back at camp, I will. I bring a ton of SD cards and just keep swapping them out.
And then batteries. How many batteries does a guy like you need to bring?
I had 9 camera batteries and then like 3 or 4 pounds of like charging blocks.
Yeah.
And then a solar charger.
And then the gear.
Yeah.
After
and then
that.
all the normal stuff that you got to bring.
What do you think
for
your
a hunt.
pack weighed, man?
I bet you it's 70 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to be in great shape to be a great videographer, photographer.
I love it, man.
That's cool.
It's like it's like a little fitness game up there. You know, you're like running around trying to get ahead of hunters, get to the side and keep up and not slow anybody down.
Yeah.
You know, envision the shots and get ahead. It's a game. I don't know if game is probably a bad name for it, but in my head, it's a game.
That's what it's got to be.
It's like you're chasing, you're like, oh, they're going to go down this ridge and you got to go up there and you're going to get this angle and lighting's this way and it's going to look sick. And, you know, I don't know.
There was this one cat named Jim Minkle. He's out of Bozeman. He used to work for CCAT Creative. I don't know what he's doing now. He's a hunter, but mainly I think he's like a professional drone pilot now. Like he's pivoted, but I hired him a couple of times. And I could not believe that it was a game for him. Like you said, and like he was always like, I hike pretty fast. He was just passing me, getting way up in front, turn around, getting all these cool photos. I only hired him for a couple of days and he'd be like, give me 1,000 images. And I just remember being like, I hardly ever knew he was there.
That's
except for when he would sprint ahead of me.
It's a goal.
Up a steep hill, and he just got all the candid photos. Nothing was staged. Nothing was fake. And I was like, damn. I actually hired him the next year for a film, and he did the same thing. He was just like, I hardly ever knew he was there. I was kind of getting mad, thinking he wasn't doing a good job. And then I see the after. I'm like, dude was never like. So shout out to Jim. Like that's what you guys want to be. Is like
that's exactly what I want to be.
Yeah.
I hate staging photos. I always feel weird. Like, oh, turn your chin. You know, look this way. I hate that stuff.
Yeah.
It's not fun. It's not. It never looks right. Every ad you ever see, you can tell that the guy is like, you don't do that. You don't squint your eye and look off in the distance, and you know, like it's shit's fake.
No one likes fake.
Like candid. I don't want to interrupt the hunt. I don't want to get in the way of the hunt. don't want to spook the animal, be ready. Like that's always my goal. And that's, I don't want them to know that I'm there. I want them to just do their thing and then capture all of it as it's happening. And that's what I love to do. I just love I want to, if I could just disappear and just be there on a fly on the wall and watch the whole thing go down.
That's cool.
Yeah.
What's the rest of your filming year look like for the fall?
I got a lot of my own hunts coming up. So
praise Jesus. Let's hear about it. I mean, you already have 400 pounds of moose meat, which if you want to leave some here, man.
I was going to ask if you wanted some. Yeah.
I'm not going to take your meat.
I'm going to drop some off to my brother too.
That's cool.
Yeah, I got so much. Yeah, I left some with the guide as well. But I think I've got 400 pounds left. Left some up for my guide. I'm going to leave it for my brother, but it's still incredible. It's so much meat.
It's the best too.
Oh, it's so good. I got to eat moose and caribou, and we ate that moose, took the tenderloin out of that moose that night, brought it back to the cabin, cooked it up that night. The bull was dead for like 5 hours and eating the tenderloin. Oh man,
that's good living,
dude. It's so awesome up there.
That's cool.
And so the rest of the year I got a Wyoming antelope tag. I still got to go fill. That's a rifle hunt.
Is that a generous season? Like, hey, from this to this?
I think it ends. I got to look it up. I'm pretty sure it closes on the 31st. And it's like starts.
So you got to scoot down there.
Archery. Yeah, I got to get home and get my house sorted up.
Did you burn a lot of points for that one?
4 is all. Yeah.
Okay.
Not too bad. So I can do that, and then I got an Idaho elk tag still that I got to run back for.
What is that season? Is it a muzzy?
It's a rifle.
It's a rifle.
I kind of picked that one up because I knew I'd be gone for September.
Okay.
So, and then a Utah deer archery tag I'm going to go do that late season.
You do the extended?
Yeah, I do.
I've never done that.
It's fun.
Cool.
It's a chill hunt. Like it's not hardcore. Like anything.
You're like not in the Wendy's parking lot glassing and then making stocks from there or anything?
I'm a little outside the Wendy's parking lot so people don't see me looking, It's not far off. I found a couple little spots up there you can get away from people. It's a busy hunt, but there's a couple little pockets up there you can get away from people, and it's fun, chill, a little weird. You got trail runners going by you, and it's a little odd, but it's a fun hunt.
Okay.
And then I'm going back to Alberta with Colby, one of the part owners up there, and he's got a whitetail outfit and a muley outfit up there. And I'm gonna go take my bow up there and see if I can take an Alberta whitetail and.
They're giants up there, right?
Yeah.
Okay, absolute giants. Yeah. And their bodies are so big.
You want to go?
Yeah, I'm not kidding. I would go.
He's got a spot.
Okay.
We'll talk about it.
Do you know which part of Alberta?
Close to Edmonton.
Oh my God. That's Mecca.
Yeah, I'll show you some pictures.
Okay. Yeah. What are you going to do? Whitetail or mule deer?
Both.
I'm going.
Okay.
What's what month?
17th to the 24th.
Of?
This November.
I can't. Damn. I have a Colorado tag.
There's a 10th through the something part 2.
You'd have to be there. I want to go when you're going.
Okay. Maybe we can make it.
We'll chat afterwards.
Okay.
I'm dead serious. I love Canada. I love Canadians.
Dude, they're awesome.
They're the best. Seriously.
There was a ton of Kiwis, like New Zealand guys up there too. Like
really?
Yeah, we were outnumbered at times. I was the only American, but other than the hunters, I was the only American working up there. And then there's Canadians and a ton of Kiwis. They come up because they're on the opposite time of the hunting year right now. They're going to go back, and then their hunting season starts. So on this side, there's no hunting, so they're up here, and those guys are awesome.
Yeah, they're badass. Every Aussie I've ever chatted with or Kiwi, they're all like diehard bow hunters.
Oh yeah,
there's a cool culture down there.
Oh yeah,
like it's real.
They're into it.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Anyways, okay, so that's the rest of your year. That's incredible. You have a lot of hunting to do. Yeah. What brands? Like you and I share a couple brands. Like we work with similar brands, like Wilderness Athlete and Born Primitive Outdoor, which I love both. What all brands do you work with right now? Do you have any on retainer where like you have some steady work with them too?
Yeah, Wilderness Athlete, Born Primitive, I do plenty of work for them. PSC, been doing a lot of work for PSC lately. To start, we're doing a little bit of work for Tricer. Got a couple friends, Luke and Alexa and Mike.
Yep.
So I've been helping them out. And I know I'm forgetting some. Oh, SIG. I do a bunch of work for SIG. That's a lot of fun. Those are good people. So
are you open for more work or are you booked out?
I'm always open for more work. I want to go on hunts.
There you go, guys.
So if you're going on a hunt in a weird place like Tajikistan or something, chasing ibex or something, call me. I want to go.
You're going to get called.
I want to see the world.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah. I like that. PSC just dropped a new bow.
Yep.
I know nothing about it.
It's in my truck if you want to see it.
Yeah. What is it?
The Sicario.
When did you get it?
I got it right like 2 days before I left for BC.
Okay.
Like I was gonna bow hunt with it, but it just didn't work out the way. I kind of got a leftover tag at the last minute, but I got to shoot it while I was up there, everything else, and ended up killing that bull with a rifle.
Mm-hmm.
But it's fast.
Is it
super super fast?
Do you like fast?
I've always 300 has always been enough. Like, you know, I've been shooting the 33 and the Mach 34 before that, and they all were easily getting to 300 feet per second.
With your hunting setup?
With my 450 grain hunting setup. I got a long draw, so to be fair.
What's your draw?
31 and a half. Yeah.
What?
I know, I got ape arms.
So no wonder you can deadlift 450.
Yeah. That's what I was
Holy
say.
shit.
It makes benching really hard, but makes deadlift
True.
way better.
That made your 300 be that much more impressive.
Yeah, that's why I can never hit it.
I can't believe how long your draw length is.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's the best.
That's a
long
best of
arms
both
are,
worlds, man.
good at deadlifting and a long draw. It's about the only thing. That's good for long arms.
That's a crazy strong kinetic, like 450 total arrow weight going at 300 FPS.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't want to get hit with that.
So the Sicario's doing 315.
What's the brace height?
5.5.
How's the forgiveness?
Awesome.
Really?
It holds just like the 33. So the last bow I was shooting was the Mach 33. It holds just like that. And I haven't seen any crazy, I haven't like taken out to 3D courses and tons of like ups and downs and stuff. I don't have that experience with it yet, but I know drawing it back and holding it, it feels just as good as the 33 and shoots just as fine. Like boat arrow releases and it goes where I want it to
What's
go.
your ATA?
33.
All right. So it's kind of like right in the sweet. They just changed out the cams or something to make it faster?
The cams and the riser are a little different.
Sure.
But the cams are new. They're brand new cams this year. The FDS cams. Forgive me, I'm not gonna know all the information because I've been missing for the last 2 months, so I don't have all the nitty gritty details.
Yeah, you're just filling in a knuckle dragger though.
yeah.
I just need to know some basics because guys, one thing again about this dude is he's like Dan Staton but 10 years younger, better looking, fitter, stronger. Yeah, I turned 44 this year.
Holy smokes!
But you can shoot a bow.
Hey, to be fair, I keep track of your open workouts, and you and me are always pretty damn close. So that makes me a little sad that you're 10 years older than me.
Well, you're a really good archer is what I'm trying to say. Like, you're not just like a bro. Like you can compete at archery.
Yeah,
like
I do.
You shot Vegas. I
haven't shot Vegas.
You've
yet.
ever shot?
I do the local stuff at home and do like the little. I do mostly 3D tournaments.
And you're good at them. You're winning some. So like, I guess that's my point. Is like, there's a lot of guys who are good, or guys like me who are good on camera, but like you're the real, like you really are good.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I like to think so.
You know how to work on your own equipment and tune, and so like you're not just we're not gonna brush over archery. Like I can dive in with you. So how much weight do you like to hold? Like what's your sweet spot?
12, 14 pounds, somewhere in that ballpark.
Do you hunt with a hinge?
No, I haven't been able to get the confidence to do it yet.
Do you win tournaments with the hinge?
Yes.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
I shoot a hinge so much better than a thumb barrel. I shoot a thumb barrel so much better than a index.
Really?
Well, yeah.
I can't shoot a thumb.
I can shoot a thumb pretty good, but I shoot my tightest groups with a hinge. But
Yes.
I'm not brave enough to hunt with it.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat.
Okay.
Yeah, I switch to the finger trigger every year. I was going to say my little numbness in my fingers has really helped with my finger trigger. Because I can't feel the trigger.
I love that. That's the glass half full.
Yeah.
So what index do you like?
I've been shooting the S3 lately. Is it the Scott S3?
Scott S3.
That one's been really good to me. The Carter Quickie is a really good one too.
I love that one. Have you tried that Stan Solix clicker?
I haven't.
Holy like I knew I was going to go to an index this year for elk.
Yeah.
Because I kind of like, I'm never going to put a thumb barrel on my wrist.
Yeah.
Not going to happen, like dangling around. And I know that there's some new things that come out for.
Dude, I'm
old school.
I just want it attached to me.
I just wanted it just for elk, like whitetail, antelope, anything like. I'm gonna put it in my pocket, but for elk, shit happens fast sometimes, like too fast, right?
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, I'm going index, and then I was using the S3 and loving it, and then Joel Turner, who's a bad influence on me, was like, you should try this one with the click. And I was like, I don't like clicks. I don't like clicks in anything. I don't need a click. Like, they make me flinch. Nope. And he's like, just try it. Long story short, I tried it. I liked it. I put it on ice. And then I went down to the archery shop a couple months later. And when I point, I mean literally a couple hundred yards away is the archery shop, Spokane Valley Archery. And my buddy Justin Grimes is like, yeah, we have a demo Solux in the shop here. I went to the line and I put 3 in the 10. Okay. Like dime, like X, 3 X's. And I was like, I want to buy this demo one. And he's like, we can't sell you the demo one, dude. And I was like, well, it's set perfectly. And he's like, I'll set it up for you just like that. So I bought 2 Solexes because 2 is 1, right? You got to have a backup release. And bro, I've been using that. I shot both my bulls this year with it. I love it because that click, I don't like a click on anything else, but with an index, it clicks and it's like snaps me out of my like tunnel vision of like, whatever.
Really?
It gets me. And I'm like, oh, when I hear that click, I'm like, I know I'm really, really close to releasing. And it's just like, get louder in my head and just keep, and I've had, every shot I've taken this year on animals with that click has been really good controlled shots, surprise breaks. And every time I've heard that click, I've been like, oh yeah, like, dude, snap out of it. Like, you're not going auto, like.
That's interesting, because I thought the same thing when the click, that click when I was hunting kind of turned me off.
Yeah.
And that was the first thing. Is like, the last thing I want to do is like set and hear the click and my brain go to the release.
Right.
And then back to aiming.
Right.
You know? Or,
Well, my aiming's done.
I mean, I should say, yeah, you're right. Like, I don't know. I just always feel like it would take me out of it. Because when I shoot a hinge, but I shoot it with a click. But the way my process goes is I draw back, and as soon as I get back to my ear and I start to settle into my peep, that's when the click happens. So I haven't even like started aiming. It's just more like a safety feature to me to make sure I like haven't done anything weird where the bow's going to go off early. It's more like because every once in a while with a hinge, you get about halfway back and you hear that click and you go, ooh, let her down. You know, like you screwed something up.
Yeah,
stupid.
I would want a click in my hinge because fat lips.
Yeah. I've done that with thumbs. I haven't done it with a hinge yet.
I think that will work for you. I think what works for everybody is a little different. But for me, I've always enjoyed to get the aim done and then get to the click as kind of like almost like my greedy little, like, you know what I mean? It's like the final step to the closure of a clean break. But I don't have a whirl. Yeah. Anyways, loved that release. It was good. But what hinge do you shoot competitively?
It's B3, son of a gun.
It's a B3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got 2 B3s and I switch back and forth. One is, that's not a B3. The HBC. The HBC Flex is one of them.
HBC Flex. Yeah, that was like, everyone uses that one. It seems like in the GOAT.
The other one, it's a gold one I really like, and I cannot remember the name of it right now.
Is the gold just a little heavier?
No, it's not an HBC. It's a different.
It's not
model.
an Ibex?
Nope.
I kind of like the Ibex from Evolution Outdoors.
Yeah, I've shot it a little bit.
Okay.
But I haven't. For hunting, I think that's a kind of a nice fix for like stand hunting.
Stay on the D-loop, yeah.
But again, I still can't get behind. That one might be a little bit better for hunting, but I just like the index for hunting. I can shoot it just fine.
Who hunts with a freaking hinge? Do you know? I'm sure there's dudes
that do. There's
a
few people that do. And
mad respect.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I got a buddy. So Jesse Smith is he's a manager of the Pocatello Archery Idaho store.
Yeah.
And he does Apex custom bowstrings down there.
Nice.
The guy's a stud. I mean, he kills every year. The guy's awesome. And I remember him telling me a story, and I know he kind of bounces around. Some years he hunts with a hinge, some years he hunts with a button. But one year he was telling me he was hunting with a hinge, and a bull was walking from left to right. So he was like tracking with the hinge and was trying to get and it would stop, and he'd try to get the hinge to go off. But since he was kind of tracking that direction, he was kind of collapsing, and he couldn't get the full pull out of it.
Hey, we're interrupting the pod today to let you know about our awesome partner, Vortex Optics. We've been working with them directly since 2010. This company is veteran owned and they're out of Wisconsin. We've been to their HQ multiple times. Amazing people, amazing products, and they have the VIP warranty. No questions asked. You break it, they'll fix it. Something you can stand behind. And that VIP warranty follows the product. When it comes to going out west, a lot of times I'm running the Razor UHD 12 by 50s or the 10 by 42s. And for you whitetail hunters, they even have a smaller guy, which is great for the whitetail. Check out the Razor 10 by 32. This is what I take for my whitetail hunts. For my rifle, I have my Fury HDs. This is where all my ballistic information is input with my 6.5 PRC. I can click, tell where to dial. It's awesome. And then in the backcountry, I'm always running some sort of spotting scope, whether it be angled 65 Razor, or you can check out the mini Razor, which is probably my all-time favorite. It's a 56 millimeter. You can see that I have this. It's very packable. It's light. Throw it on a light tripod and you're good to go. Head over to Vortex Optics. Check out some of their products. And if you're going to wear Vortex wear, their hats, their swag, their tees, even their sunglasses, enter the discount code ElkShape. It'll take 20% off. Hey guys, interrupt the pod today to tell you about my good old buddy MFJJ. He's got a pretty cool website, podiumarcher.com, carries a lot of stuff for archery. And if you're looking for one-stop shopping when it comes to archery, he's got you. Throw the discount code ElkShape in your cart. It'll save you 10%. Back to the pod. Hey guys, we interrupt this podcast to let you know we are brought to you by OnX Hunt. Out of Missoula, Montana, these guys are the original gangsters when it comes to digital mapping for your mobile phone or your desktop. If you're like me, you spend a ton of time e-scouting, OnX Hunt, especially elite members, you can take that map, turn it into 3D, and really get to know the lay of the land from the comfort of your own home. And when you're elk hunting like I am, I'm running tracking all day to know where I'm at, where I'm going, and where the elk are going to be. I'm never worried about getting lost. I know exactly where I am, and I'm never worried about trespassing because I know where I stand with OnX Hunt. If you want to save some loot and become an elite member and have access to all 50 states, enter the discount code ElkShape at checkout. That'll save you 20%. Thank you on X. Back to the pod.
So always in my brain, I'm like, if Jesse Smith, the man, can't get a hinge to go off hunting, I was like, I'm screwed. So
I'd throw that release so far if I miss not. Yeah,
he didn't get to kill the bull. He couldn't get the release to go off. So
you know, Remy Warren uses an index, and he switches from index to middle finger every other year.
Really,
think about that.
Like
Just to
he shoots his index with his middle finger,
and then the next year he'll go to the index.
So I use 2 fingers. I'll do that.
Oh,
because I don't know which finger's setting the trigger off. So I wrap them both over and then pull with both fingers.
I love this is why I love having a podcast. That is so cool. That is a great tidbit. I should try that.
Yeah, I love it.
That's sick.
Yeah, I don't know which finger's setting the release off.
That's cool.
So
there you go. What else was I asking about archery? Okay, so when it comes to like mentoring yourself, did you teach yourself shitty habits and then get a coach? Did you get
archery?
Coach? Yeah.
Yeah. So I've been shooting since I was little. So I started archery. I think I killed my first archery animal when I was 12. It was a bear.
Legit.
Yeah. California, when you could still hound hunt them. So that ages me a bit.
Yep.
Yeah, so that was my first archery kill. And then, yeah, back then I'm sure I was just slamming the trigger forever. Oh, and then I didn't really start getting good at archery until I moved to Idaho. I've been in Idaho for over 10 years now. Jesse Smith and that whole crew are the ones that really set me straight. Started going up into like a winter league, indoor winter league.
Yeah.
And they're like, hey, like, give me a hinge. And they're like, this is what you shoot now. You know, they set me straight.
That's sick.
That's got to be, man, I don't like being able to say that. Probably 6, 7, 8 years ago now or something like that.
Damn.
And then that really set me on my journey.
How often do you shoot league?
League?
Like winter league? How many times a week?
Well, once the winter hits, I'll try to shoot every day.
Okay.
I try to shoot at least go shoot a Vegas game every day. So Archer, Idaho, and Idaho Falls is like 5 minutes from my house, and they got a sweet little range upstairs.
Sick.
And it's a 24-hour range, so you punch in the code and go upstairs and shoot.
Are you a 330Xer?
No, hell no.
Okay. I don't know how good you were. I know you're good, but that's pretty like that's.
I like the Vegas game gets me mentally. I'll be fully admit that little yellow dot.
It's terrible to aim at.
I'll aim at 3D targets all day, and I can hit those 12 rings and be very confident in that. As soon as that little yellow dot. Yeah, dude, it's a different. I highly recommend it for everybody. Though,
yeah,
because when you get down to your 27 arrows in and you haven't missed a 10 yet, holy shakes, man! Your pits are sweating, you're shaking, you're like second guessing everything. Even though you just did 27, you got to do it 3 more times, and you're like trying to dial and just do the exact same thing 3 times. I can't tell you how many times I've missed a 300 on one of those last 3 arrows. Like I've shot a lot of 299s. I've shot a few 300s now, but normally and actually all with a hunting bow. I can't shoot a target bow to save my life, but
that's dude. I respect that.
I don't know. I can't shoot a target bow.
That's crazy to me. I have a fancy target bow.
I'm going to try again this year with the target bow again.
It's definitely cheating, but I can't aim for shit on that yellow. I hate all the yellow, and I even have like a scope and all that. Like I can't remember how much of magnification, but stuff still moves.
Yeah,
and like I haven't shot that many games, but I've had a couple of really good games, and I'm like, what's happening to me right? Like, it's not breaking. Like, it's not breaking. It's not breaking. And I'm on like my last end, and I'll have to like let down, and then I'm like looking at the clock, and I was like, yeah, it's a mind F.
Oh yeah.
That's why I like Bodie Turner, all those dudes. It's just like so much respect.
Those guys have got freaking minds of steel, man. Being able to stand up there and do that stuff.
They're weirdos.
Oh, they're different.
You have to be a weirdo. I'm convinced. You can't be like me, a type A control freak. Like, you got to be chill. You got to be tranquilo.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't understand it. I remember hearing a story. I don't remember who it was. I remember hearing a story, and they were up there on the line, the final line of Vegas, and they were saying they're freaking grabbing their arrow and their bow shaking. You can see the tip of their arrow shaking. They're nervous as hell. And then they're like, they're thinking they're the only one like that. And they looked over, and like whoever was next to them, they could see their arrow shaking. They're like, oh, it's not just me. You know? And that was kind of they're all, but as soon as they draw back, I equated to like when we're hunting, obviously it's a big brown target, so it's a lot different. But I am like Elvis leg shaking, amped out of my mind until I draw back. And then my whole body calms. Arrow goes off, back to Elvis leg shaking, just amped. And I'm just like, but at that moment, whatever it is, I don't know what I've done to train for that. But as soon as I'm at full draw, everything chills. And then I explode again. Then I'm out of my mind again, excited.
That's great.
So
it's keep
perfect.
That going.
Yeah, it's perfect. Yeah.
What are you going to shoot your elk with in Idaho for rifle?
I got 6.5 PRC. I'm going to go give a
I
whirl.
feel like I knew you were going to say that. Yeah, that's cool.
I haven't shot it yet. Sit at the house, so I had to go sight her in. But have you heard of that 277 Fury?
Mm-mm.
That one, I was gonna hunt elk with that until they sent me that 6.5 PRC.
I have a 6.5 PRC here, and Matt Alwyn built it for me from is it Mountain Forged?
Oh yeah,
You know Matt Alwyn. He's just good at bows, good at guns, wins at stuff. Good dude. I have not shot a lot of rifles in my life. But when I use that gun, it makes me feel like I know what's up. Like I've never missed anything.
Yeah.
From 1,000 in, but he did all the work.
Yeah.
I'm just the shooter.
As they say, it's
the gun.
Yeah, the gun is a big part when it comes to rifles. You can teach any monkey how to pull a trigger.
Now, can I hunt with it effectively? That's where I can come in and influence a really perfect gun into not being.
Yeah.
So I'm going to rifle hunt in Colorado.
Okay.
I'm going to take my bow, but it's only a 5-day season. I think it's the 4th season.
Oh yeah.
I burned quite a few points for it, and I'm going to an area I've never been up north in the middle of the state.
Okay.
So if anybody hears this between now and then, send waypoints. I literally don't want to, I would love to use my bow.
Yeah.
And I'm picturing just tons of snow and big muleys pushed down, rutting. But if that doesn't happen, I will grab that cheater stick and I have no problem laying prone, squeezing one off.
Oh yeah. How many points did you burn?
17 for elk this year and 17 for deer. Now for elk, you're going to hate me. I came home and I didn't even go on my 17-point burn to Colorado. And I don't care. Like I had a worst elk season. I tried so hard. I got 2 bulls killed. I had 4 elk tags for September, not on purpose, just the way it worked out. And I got my teeth kicked in. And I don't suck at elk hunting, man. I'll tell you, I'm like okay at it. And I just could not make anything happen. And I was constantly being haunted by that 1% luck you need. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like I did everything perfect. The situation's unfolding. And then there's just 1% of the situation where I could not shoot the bull because of the shot angle, the shot selection, whatever it may be. And so I was at full draw probably 4 times in September and never released an arrow on public land. I went to private land, got one in 2 days or whatever. And then I went to Montana in October and I got one my first day out.
Nice.
So, and then I came home and I'm like, okay, I've been gone for 33 days. Am I going to just kiss the kids and wife goodbye and drive 21 hours to Colorado to shoot one with a rifle? Nah, I don't care. It was only a 5-day season.
That's all balance, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't feel bad. It's my own fault. I shouldn't have burned both, all that points for.
I did something similar. I drew a Nevada tag in that early archery.
That's right. You were there this year for a little bit.
I had the same kind of thing. I got on stalks almost every day.
Okay.
And, it was that same, I was solo mule deer hunting. You put them to bed and you just hope for the best when you go run around and hopefully they're still there when you get there. And it was every kind of like, I get there. One of the times I was, I could see the antlers moving in the trees and I was there for 3 hours and then the wind switched, it's like, what are you going to do? And then another one was, there was a giant buck and a little buck and they were bedded together. And I got there and I was 20 yards from where the buck was. I know he's still there. And I look up and that little buck is walking right at me. And he just walks and walks and walks till he gets about 5 yards, looks at me and goes, holy smokes, turns around, runs, takes a big buck with him. It's like, what are you going to do about those things? You're like, you did everything right. Now you're standing there waiting. And if you were standing 10 feet to the left, maybe that little buck would have walked by you. But you can't prep for those things. No. So, and then the last one was, I stalked on this mule deer and like just the thickest, it burned. And then now it's all 6-foot aspen trees. So it's just thick as crap.
Mule deer love that.
Oh, he was a giant, man. He was a kicker coming off the side. Just giant. But came back, final day, stalked on him. Got within I was 40 yards from where he was going to be. And I had one lane because it was so thick, one lane. And I could just see his antler tips go through and his antler tips go through. His head would come in, turn around, go the other way. And I sat there and same thing. Thunderstorm rolled in, big old thunder boomer. Wind started swirling and game over. So I only had, but my point being is I burned a few points for that one, and I only had 4 or 5 days to hunt it. Then I had to run. Enough, man. Yeah, I had to run to BC. So
you need a full 12, 14. You should have turned that sucker in.
I should have turned that one back.
Damn.
So, but I kind of were thinking, I was excited about the hunt. I was like, I'll go a couple days early, because I don't have a job anymore. So I go a couple days early. I scouted the bucks, knocked out. Yeah. Found the bucks, patterned them, did the whole thing.
We can talk ourselves into anything, dude.
Oh yeah.
I'm in the same boat. Like my Colorado hunt, I'm gonna get there a few days early and scout around. But it'll be what it'll be. I do like Nevada's opening
I
date.
love Nevada, man.
August 10th.
Yeah.
Take note.
Can we edit this
Everybody
out?
else?
Stop telling everybody Nevada. I think Point Creek, Nevada is crazy.
Oh, you still gotta. Yeah, I just like their date. I wish like
Oh, the
I
date's
wish
awesome.
Idaho would allow us. I don't want to do the controlled hunt bullshit. I want like archery mule deer.
Yeah.
August 10th, August
Hey, even if it was
30th.
August 15th, man, or something
and
like
shut
that.
it, and you can just close it. I don't need to shoot them in September.
No.
Well,
Well, they rub their freaking antlers in, the first week of September. Anyway,
Yeah.
So it's like chasing archery muleys the rest of September is,
worthless.
yeah, it's I don't want to say pointless, but it's pretty damn hard. They're basically, the same October bucks once they start rubbing their velvet.
Yeah,
So
it's really
yeah,
lowly.
I really wish we could start at least a week, man. If they give us like August 21st, I'd be elated. Just
This was the first year I decided not to hunt southeast Idaho antelope because I feel like they need a couple years off.
They do.
Do you agree with that?
I agree 100%.
I literally was like, I'm sure people will be still hunting down there, but I refuse.
Every
Like
fork and horn
this was the 10th.
equivalent.
This would have been my 11th year doing it, and I didn't do it only because I thought I didn't feel good about it. So
Yeah.
you agree? You live
do.
down there.
There's a
What
lot
the
of
hell
guys that are starting
happened?
to feel that way. It's very popular. It's an unlimited draw tag.
Well, it shouldn't
So-
be. But what happened to the numbers?
I think people are killing them.
Okay.
I do
Okay.
think it's overhunted.
Okay.
As hard as I'd say it is.
I was waiting for like, it was the winner of 21, 22 or some sort of.
Our antelope were fine on that one, from what I understand.
Okay.
I don't remember. I know Wyoming, those antelope got hammered.
Yeah.
But I don't remember hearing. I know we've had a couple little things here and there, but I feel like it's just been kind of a steady decline over the years. And dude, if you go out there, it's like there's a blind on every water hole.
Oh yeah.
There's fist fights. It's a combat hunting sport up there.
The point is, I think the antelope hunting sucks
Does.
all around there now compared to
does.
what it was. I will not be hunting there anymore. Like does fishing game, like, do you have any inside information on like, do they do aerial survey? Do they do like, obviously mandatory hunter survey, but like,
Well, I know. So it's only that unlimited draw. They kind of choked down the. Sorry. They choked down kind of the areas recently. So I know they're kind of like onto it. I don't know exactly what they're doing because it's been a few years now that it used to be like pretty much that whole side of the state was unlimited draw.
right.
Like it was like wherever the hell you want to go. And then they kind of went, okay, we're going to choke it down a little bit where you've got to pick, one side of the summit or the other,
Okay.
or the,
Yeah.
where we're talking. They kind of dwindled a little bit. And I'm sure my buddies are going to hate me, but I think they need to kind of pull back a little bit. They got to put a quota, or they got to put.
I bet you they don't hate you. I think they would, like, if you want what's best for antelope, because they belong on that landscape.
Yeah.
It was made for them.
Oh yeah.
And I just know it's not what it was and not too long ago.
And I think the other problem you see, and you see this everywhere, is you get those yearling bucks that get killed. Everybody, you can eat your tag. It's okay. Nobody's gonna look down on you if you didn't kill a big buck.
Yeah.
Like if you just didn't kill, like it's okay. Like let them walk.
Well, I just wanted to know what the local vibe is,
It's definitely, people are definitely seeing the decline.
because I feel like you guys live closest to the antelope down there, and like they're more yours than mine, even though I live in North Idaho. It's like, it's a great resource that I would love to see. I'd love for my son over there to be able to hunt them someday, you know? And I'm worried about I don't know. I just feel like, what the hell?
Yeah.
What is going on with that? The elk are okay.
Oh yeah. Okay,
But-
that's fine.
What's it like? So you live in Idaho Falls, like elk migrate from all over Kingdom Come to your city, is the way I understand it.
Close-ish to us.
Like ish. Like,
Yeah.
are they traveling from like Montana, Wyoming?
Oh yeah. So you got the sand dunes up there just north of us in like St. Anthony area.
Yeah.
That's a big wintering ground. Huge.
What is it about the sand dunes the elk like?
Low.
Just the
Yeah,
elevation?
big low flats. I mean, because you got if you look at it kind of on the map, you got that you got the beaver heads and the centennials, you got Island Park, you got all the way to the Tetons, and some elk just live out on the desert all year. Like that's one thing. If you drive across the site, there's some giant bulls on that government property, because it's not getting hunted, and they live.
Well, you're
out
on
there.
security. You've probably seen them.
Oh yeah, there's giants,
and they
out
don't
there.
leave year round?
No, they don't leave. So yeah, they'll stay out there, and then and then the whole surrounding area comes down to those sand dunes, and it's kind of a shed closure area, and people go out there on whatever day it opens and go rip around their mule deer, and there's mule deer and elk just piled in that slow sage country. It's just wintering ground.
So there's no hunting on that government ground?
Zero. I think you can I think they have some where you can hunt close to it or something like that. But
these animals figure that out real quick.
They know they know where to go. So
well, I don't want to like a Debbie Downer, but like I think I used to Washington State. You're in Washington State right now, my HQ. If you ever driven through the middle of Washington State, it is literally made for pronghorn.
Okay.
There ain't any there.
How come?
It doesn't make sense. I don't know. We've had a few. They all get poached or whatever.
Oh, really?
But it's like perfect
Were they
habitat.
like used to be there? Or
I don't know.
Huh.
It's like, why aren't there antelope here? They're the same country as, so Washington and Oregon marry each other as far as terrain goes.
Right.
Both got a coast, rainforest. We both got the Cascades, which is that kind of hybrid country. We both have high desert, and we both have eastern Rockies with pines and rollers and some.
Yeah.
And in the middle of both states, like there's antelope in Oregon, but there ain't in Washington.
I was going to say, because in Northern California, that northern section of California is where I grew up hunting. It's the same way.
There's
like
giants there.
There's tons of antelope in there.
Yeah, so it doesn't make no sense. And so I just want Idaho to always have antelope because I think they're a cool animal.
They are. I love hunting antelope. I really do.
Yeah.
And yeah, on the same boat. I had no interest in hunting them this year if I was going to be around or not. Because I was gonna check out some new units and just kind of get away from that section. Maybe it's just that section because it's like when you get like close to like even like Idaho Falls, or if you get close to Boise or something like that unit that's closest to the city, you get all those weekend warriors. The people don't want to go very far. And I was like, well, if I drive an extra hour for antelope or something like that to get away from people and just try a different unit.
That makes sense.
I thought that might help a little bit, but I don't know.
Yeah, I might like. So I think this next year, I'll probably burn my points for Wyoming.
Okay.
For archery.
Yeah.
And then I think the next year I'll probably burn my Nevada points for mule deer. And then
how many points in Nevada do you got?
I haven't been. This is a funny question. At the time of this recording, the last time I went was 2016.
Oh shit.
With Ryan Lampers.
Oh.
Who I have not talked to, by the way. Ryan, if you're listening, I would love you to call me back. I'd love to hear how you're doing. But 2016, and it was phenomenal.
Oh yeah.
It was a phenomenal hunt. I can't remember the unit, but it was in the middle of the state. That's not spot burning. And it was really everything you described.
Oh yeah. I started hunting in 2014. And
2014?
It was like a tag, super easy to get. And I didn't know what the hell I was doing back then when it came to archery mule deer. I killed my first archery mule deer in Nevada, and it was a forked horn. I was stoked. Day 8 of a backpack hunt. But,
Day 8. Yeah. I think mine was in 2007 or 8, Nevada.
Yeah.
With my buddy Kenton, and then the next year I drew again, and I took my dad, and I got one, and then I went one more year, got one, and then I took a couple years off, got a better unit with Lampers. We put it in, and then I didn't get one that year. He did. He got a giant, and then there was so much lightning that year when you said like the electricity and your hair static and like the wind just screwing you over like on a daily.
Oh, Nevada is bad.
Like set your clock to it. Yeah. But it's been a long time. I kind of miss it. But I still love crawling around in frickin' desert, dodging rattlesnakes, chasing stupid antelope at 100 degrees, sweating your balls off.
I'll take mule deer any day.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I hope you get another tag and go back. It is. You're gonna have to build some points, which is cool.
Luckily, I burned 4 for a unit that probably takes 7 or 8. So I kind of got lucky, and that's kind of why I wanted to. That's why I didn't turn it back either. I was like, man, if I turn it back, it might be 4 years till I draw it again, anyways.
Nevada goes through all your choices.
Yep.
So you kind of always swing for the fence.
Yep. Yeah. And then I had my bottom choice is what I got chosen for, of course. But swing for the fence for the top 4, and then you're safe if you want to hunt it. You're safe to use it on your last one.
What is your training, nutrition, philosophy for the rest of the year? Like you're 35, you conquered some incredible fitness goals this year. In my book,
I'm stoked about it, man.
Where do you go from here?
Right now, rebuild after that Yukon BC trip, man. I'm skinny and weak, and that workout this morning was way
What did you do
harder.
in the gym?
So I set it up super easy. I just did some back squats, like I did some pause. I never went over 135, and then kind of did some reps of 5 reps, just super easy.
Did it feel horrible?
Oh my legs, dude. They were like burning and like felt like they wanted to cramp already. And I was like, dude, what is happening? And then I just did I programmed what I thought was gonna be an easy EMOM. It was just 21 minutes, 12 calorie row, 8 toes to bar, and 12 push-ups in the same minute, and then 12 wall balls for 21 minutes. Super mild.
Your legs are done.
I'm smoked.
Your legs are done.
Dude, like I remember, I think the 3rd round, I was like, I might extend this a little bit. The 4th round, I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna make it to the end.
do you? So you said earlier you don't really program for yourself. You walk into Maltese CrossFit, do whatever they got. That's cool. How's the community there? Like with all the changes that CrossFit's had over the years, the community there, they bleed CrossFit. Or is it just
OG CrossFit?
Love it.
Yeah, like so. Sam was the Maltese is the OG CrossFit gym in Idaho Falls. They've been around, hopefully it's right. I think it's been 11, 12, 13 years now or something like that. I think 2009 they started. So, maybe 15, 16 years now.
That's legit.
Long time. So, and he was back in he was in some of the original regionals, like Sam's a stud. And so he's been doing it and like stuck with that philosophy of the early on CrossFit, does all his own programming. He doesn't, he's always there. He's got good coaches. Like he just has that
Sam
old
cares.
school. Yeah. Big time.
That's it. There's your secret ingredient.
Yeah.
Sam cares.
Yeah. He wants to see, he's got a heart of gold.
That's cool.
He's a great dude. And
the community needs more communities.
Yeah.
With leaders like that.
It's that old, I don't know, it's more than just a gym where you show up and like Murph becomes kind of a party and it's friends. A lot of your friends come from the gym and, you come to hang out at the gym. You stay a little bit long to catch up with people. It's it's definitely community. It's that old school CrossFit vibe. And they've got a freaking awesome, they started at a little teeny hut, little CrossFit, little hut gym. And and then they moved over, got to a bigger one. They finally just bought their own facility. They got 10,000 square foot, giant, sweet gym over there now. And yeah.
Well, since you're on that side of the state, we know which gym to go to. What archery shop? Let's say you're like my dad and you break something on your bow, hunting in Wyoming, Montana, Southern Idaho, Northern Utah. That's you're kind of at a hub. That's a good city. Idaho Falls is that area is just a good. You may find yourself there. Yeah. Trying to fix something on your bow. What's the bow shop to go to?
Archery Idaho.
Archery Idaho. Who owns it?
Patrick Kosmiski.
So how long has he owned it?
It's got to be going on 5 years now.
Okay.
So if anybody's listening to this and knows the old owner of Archery Idaho, he was not a nice person. He was a piece of shit. I don't like the guy. So he was.
Oh, I think I met him antelope hunting.
I think you did too.
That's him?
I think so.
Oh man.
Yeah, I heard that story, so I'm pretty sure it's that guy. But he's a
not a very nice person.
No, he's a terrible person. He screwed me over and pretty much every other person I know and kind of ran that name into the dirt. So if you ran into that guy before,
that's not who we're talking about.
New owner now. Yeah, it's been for 5 years or so now. Patrick Kosmiski is the owner, and he's always up in the Idaho Falls store. And then they have the Pocatello store. That's what Jesse Smith runs. And
so they have two stores.
Yes, there's two
Whether
stores.
you're at Pokey or Idaho Falls, you can get the same brand of care and service.
Oh, yeah.
I'm glad we cleared the air, honestly, because I bet you there's some bad apples out there that think that's the guy who still owns it.
Yep, they do. Yeah.
Let's clear the air. Yeah.
So is the Wild family, like D Wild and that stuff, kind of started that.
Okay.
And then it changed the douche, and now it's back on the up and up. And Patrick is I can't say enough good things about the guy. He's really turned. It's watching the archery community in Idaho Falls grow over the last 5 years.
That's
has
awesome,
been
man.
We have our little 3D Wednesday night leagues, our local South Fork archers. And it used to be I don't know, 15, 20 of us. Dude, now you get there and you're we might need to do 2 nights.
That's
this is getting
so
nuts.
sick, man.
So yeah, there's so many people shooting. The archery community is growing like crazy and tons of good people. And the freaking Vegas leagues at night, he's got it upstairs and it's kind of an old building and the floor moves a little bit and it gets too busy up there. And so they're thinking about doing 2 nights for that, man. He's done amazing.
How long did it take you to figure out this new owner was the real deal? And
Jesse introduced me.
Okay.
Yeah. So Jesse was actually working on my bow for a while in his basement.
Okay.
And so that's how we met and everything else. And then Jesse's actually the first one that met him and talked to him. And then he was like, I think this guy's gonna be a little different. And then we hit it off. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's a small community and I know it's not in your nature, maybe it's in mine, but to talk any smack about anyone or talk poorly. But I think it's important to clear the air and be like, hey, new ownership, new culture, give them a shot. And it's cool that they have 2 locations because if you're down on the border of Utah and Idaho and something breaks on your bow, you're going to go to that Pokey one.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? You're going to get with the Smith dude, but it's the same brand, right?
Yeah.
Or if you're, in southwest Montana and something goes awry, you're going to drive
Idaho
down to
Falls
Idaho
is the closest big city, man. Yeah. That's all you got.
And I mean, there's so much good hunting in any direction in any state. That's
Wyoming,
why I
Montana,
recommend,
Idaho.
in Rigby, there's a company called Sousa.
Oh, Sousa Meats.
Sousa Meats.
Yeah.
And I just stand behind them because they are like a mom and pop shop.
Yeah. I used them last year.
Did you?
Yeah.
And it's so, if you killed something in Wyoming, it's on the way. If you killed something, even I kill stuff in New Mexico and I'm driving up through, I'll drop it off there because it's so central.
Yeah.
And they'll age my meat for a couple of weeks. So I may end up coming home and going on a different hunt. I can always swing by and pick up my meat, but they do a really good job.
That guy, we just go right back. That guy cares.
Yeah.
I stopped and talked to him, and he showed me the whole operation, how cool everything was, and kind of how he does everything, the aging and everything, and like why he does what he does, and dude, he cares.
And he will refuse your meat if you like didn't do a good job in the field.
Oh, really?
He will turn you away. He doesn't want just, you know, he only wants clean meat.
Clean meat, yeah.
And I don't blame him. So I'll be the same way. Well, I know you got a big, long drive ahead of you. Where can people find you for your services or your content, which is badass?
Thanks.
Just good content. And I can't wait to see the BC stuff. I know you're sitting on some gold. Yeah. Where do we follow you, man?
Kind of all over right now. So me personally, I'm Stephen Lauder Media. It's actually Stephen. It looks like laughter. My last name looks like Laughter. Yeah, pronounce it Lauder. Stephen Lauder Media is kind of me behind the camera. And then Way Up West Outdoors is me in front of the camera, my hunts and all that kind of stuff. And then BC Backcountry and Beyond, it's Cedar Lake Outfitters. That's where I was this year. So they're going to be doing, I got a couple of YouTube films that'll be coming out beginning of next year-ish. Moose and caribou and stuff.
Better tag me when you have your teaser sizzle. I'll share it.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to be watching.
Yeah.
I will sit down for a friend's film and popcorn because I know you and I'll be like, I want to watch. Man. And I'm always rooting for my friends because life's too short.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Even if you were a competitor, even if you were like opening up Lauder Fit training, there's enough room for everyone.
That's exactly what I was going to say, man. There's enough room for everyone to be successful.
Yes.
Yeah. There's no gatekeeping from me, nothing like that.
No gatekeeping.
So,
especially with someone like you who works so hard, I just respect your discipline. I know there's no accident you did 100 miles. Bench 300 with your long ass monkey arms. That's incredible. Pull 450, squat 350 in the same week.
Yeah.
There is a few people. There's one dude. I was going to ask you this earlier. I think he works for Rad Shoes. His name's Adam Klink or something like that.
Okay.
He back squatted 500 and ran a mile in 5.
Yeah.
Or maybe just under 5.
That's ridiculous.
And it didn't take, he played college soccer, but it didn't take, he trained for it during COVID.
Yeah.
And then the video blew up when he like published it. But like,
that's nuts.
That's
so backwards.
I think that's so incredible.
I think, man, it goes back to, I think it's mental, man. I think that's definitely, I mean, there's obviously fitness involved in that.
Yeah.
But because if you've sprinted a mile, dude, it hurts so
for a long time,
bad.
Not just during.
Like, I mean, even just like go sprint on the assault bike for 30 seconds. When you hit 20,
yeah,
dude, you don't want to do it anymore.
Yeah.
You know, a 5-minute mile or a 6-minute mile, you're 100% for maybe 90% for 5 to 6 minutes.
Yeah.
Dude, that is hard.
Yeah.
Like the 100 miler was hard, but the difference is like if you go run a marathon's hard for 3-4 hours.
Yeah.
And you're running the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
100 miler is hard, but you're hiking and you're running and you're walking and you're braking and you're taking a 20-minute nap. And, you know, like it's a long thing. So it's just, they're all different types of hard, but those sprint hard is a different kind of hard. That's a different kind of hard because you got to push through that burn. Like your body can do it, but you got to tell your brain to keep pushing hard. So
yeah,
that 500 and sub 5, like I think my best is 504. And I'll never try it again. That hurts so bad. So bad.
I've never hit 504. I think mine's 535, and I was in 8th grade. And I don't want to know now.
Oh, I wouldn't do it again. If I could, I would. Yeah, I don't know. That hurts, man. A mile hurts.
Well, I know you kind of like got to hunt for like 4 days for yourself in August. And then you've been capturing all this stuff for these other guys.
Yeah.
I do want to meet Dustin Rowe. I don't think I've ever met him, but he's a stud.
I've just know Sheep Show or
yeah.
He'll be at Sheep Show.
I won't be at Sheep Show. I'm just saying, like,
he doesn't go to the expo. I know that
he doesn't go to the expo. I've met him at Sheep Show. I'm not really a show guy. I'm the older I get, the less shows I want to go to. But my point is, we'll get to see all those. But dude, it's your time finally. Like, you kind of get to start doing your hunts. I know you got a moose. That's pretty like once in a lifetime.
Yeah,
you know,
pumped.
But
super pumped.
I know
that'll be a film too.
You're an elk hunter through and through. I'm sure you can't wait to go elk hunting.
Yeah, I'm excited. That hunt I'm excited about.
That'd be cool. Awesome.
I don't even know what's going on around here.
Way Up Outdoors.
Way Up West Outdoors.
Way Up West Outdoors.
Yeah.
Riley will leave links in the video description, in the YouTube description, all that stuff. Appreciate your time, guys.
Yeah,
Separations in the preparation. Be more like this, dude. Work hard, set lofty goals, and go crush them. We'll catch you on the next one.